to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So today is February book club or spiritual book club, and I'm so excited to bring some new books to you and talk about the books that I've been reading over the last month. So the book that I mentioned to you last month, which I was going to be reading this month, is my gorgeous friend Fab's book, Make an Impact. So Fab is a fellow That Guy's House author, and we met through this process and our friend Hannah, and I just really love Fab's work. It's not necessarily like spiritual, there's definitely some spiritual elements in there that she mentions, but this is definitely like your blogger, influencer, YouTuber kind of book on how to make an impact online, how to make an impact in your own life, and how to get your message across as well to the world. I love the stories that are in Fab's book. It was such an easy read for me, which I really love. Like when you just pick up a book and you're just like, oh, like it's just easy reading, like it's not hard work, and that's like my best kind of book. That's the books I kind of love. So it was just really eye-opening to learn about the habits of influential people, the kind of practices they do every day, the rituals they do, sort of thing. So it's really like getting into the mindset of these people, of like their stories, of their journey, and how you can take on those habits, or you can take on those like bits of advice to make an impact in your life, to be influential online, and to create your influence on your profiles, on your following, etc. So it was really interesting to read, really interesting to see other people's points of view of how they've been successful, how they've got to where they are, you know, that the morals and ethics they follow. And also Fab's advice as well, which is really good, from running her health bloggers community, and you know, all the things she's learned along the way. So if you're a blogger, if you're a YouTuber, this book is really useful to really help you understand like what it takes to become popular online, what it takes to become influential, and what you can do to really scale your profiles as well. I feel like that was really short and sweet, but I just really enjoyed reading this book. It was just really light reading, different to what I normally read, but just really good. So I highly recommend it if you are a blogger or influencer and really want to know how to kind of like scale your profiles, or you know, what it takes to become influential, or what it takes to, you know, become full-time as well and earn money from your ventures. So definitely highly recommend this book. I really enjoyed reading it, and I'm kind of sad it's over, if I'm honest. So the book that I will be reading from, well, I have technically started it. I was naughty. I started this book already. I've been double reading, which is very rare for me. I've just had some time recently where I've been able to. So the book that I'm gonna, shall I say, start/continue reading over February/March is Rise Sister Rise by Rebecca Campbell. So I've had this book sat on my shelf for, I want to say, a good year and a half. Pretty much a good year and a half. I bought it around the same time that I bought Light is the New Black, but I just never started reading this one for some reason. I don't know why, I just never started reading it. So this book is A Guide to Unleashing the Wise Wild Woman Within by Rebecca Campbell, and it's all about the divine feminine. I love the cover as well, it's super shiny. It's all about divine feminine, how to embrace your divine feminine energy, and how to, you know, work with what our natural state is, like how to get out of your masculine energy, how to balance both energies. So I'm really excited to delve more into this. I've only read the first few pages, but I'm really excited because I love it already, you know, and I think Rebecca's writing style is like, I don't know, I've heard it's Marmite. I love it personally. I think it's just easy to read, it's easy to take in. I don't know, sometimes when I feel like, for instance, like Marianne Williamson's books, I love, but I have to be in a certain mood to read them because they're very deep, they're very heavy, and the language used is quite, I don't want to say like complicated, but it's obviously very professional, and I find sometimes that that's harder for me to read because I'm focusing more on depicting the language used to understand the message rather than actually just getting the message and kind of taking in and having those breakthrough moments and realizations. So I always find with Rebecca's books that because she puts it over so well and so greatly for, you know, our age group, millennials and like new age, I really feel that it is a fresh approach to spirituality, to divine feminine, and it's a pleasure to read because it's easy reading. It's just simple, it's to the point, and it delivers, you know, an incredible message. So that's why I always love Rebecca's work, because it really resonates with me, it's really easy for me, and I haven't got to like think too much about the language or depicting what she means. It's just like, boom, there it is. It makes sense to me. So that's why I really love Rebecca's books. But yeah, I loved Light is the New Black. It was such a favourite of mine. That's what inspired me to write my own book, as I mentioned in my book. So Rebecca's work has always been, you know, a big pinnacle in my career and, you know, a big inspiration for me. So I'm really excited to read this because, as I've mentioned in a couple of other videos and over on my Instagram and my blog, I'm really trying to embrace my divine feminine energy more. And balance my masculine and like balance my feminine and like manifest from my feminine energy, which has been going really well so far. I've been doing some tests, but for me, I just wanted to really like do my research and really understand the divine feminine. So I obviously did that in Lisa Lister's book, which I did like that, like I said, but it just, I don't think that vibes with me massively. Whereas something like this, like Goddess, Divine Feminine, I don't know, I think it resonates with me more. So I feel like from what I've read from the first couple of pages, I've really loved more and I've connected with more. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, this is why we have such a diverse, you know, amount of spiritual teachers out there, because, you know, each person's work will resonate with a different person. But Rebecca's has definitely always been a winner for me. So I'm super excited to delve into this, to delve into my divine feminine more, and learn, yeah, just learn more about it more than anything. So it's quite a big book. I think it's like over 300 pages, near enough 300 pages, so this might take me a while to get through, but yeah, I just find her work so easy. I could surprise myself. I could read this like in a really short amount of time, but I just, yeah, I love her writing style, I love her message, and I just feel it's a real updated way and something which I know a lot of us millennials can relate to, and I know a lot of us can just understand easier, rather than like, you know, big dramatic poetic language used in like you know, in Marianne's books, for example, or someone else's books. So if you haven't heard of Rebecca Campbell, definitely check her out, definitely check out her work. Light is the New Black was her first book. Really loved that one. That was more about being a light worker and kind of yeah, if you wanted to speak up about your work, you know, like birthing your work, and, you know, becoming a spiritual teacher, I guess. So that was really good. I loved that one. Whereas this one is more based on divine feminine and you, rather than, I mean, it does go into, I've read on the blurb, like it does go into some bits about, you know, if you want to be a spiritual teacher, but it's more, I think, based on everybody embracing their divine feminine. So super excited to read this. And I will let you know how I get on with it next month. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my Spiritual Book Club February. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about those two books. As always, the books I mentioned will be linked down below. And also let me know, as always, what you've been reading this month, what you've been really enjoying, because this is how I get most of my recommendations from you guys. So if you have found a book that you've really, really loved, let me know, because I would love to read it. And I'm looking for new books to obviously look at and read over the coming months. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I reply to them all. And don't forget, you can buy my own book, Spiritual Queen, which is out now. The link is down below. So I hope you have a fantastic week, whatever you're up to, and sending you all lots of love.